what do we want to do? So what's the first thing when you look at a question like this? What's the first thing you want to do? Change the base. Sure. Now you're going to look always to the bigger base and try to make it equal to the smaller base, right? You can't change the small base and make it equal to the big base. So you're going to take 8 and then you're going to find 4 to the power of what gives me 8? Nothing. Because 4 to the power of 1 is 4. 4 to the power of 2 is 16. So there's nothing. 4 to the power of nothing gives me 8. So here's where you're going to have to think about now, maybe I have to change both sides to make them to the same base. Change both sides to the same base. Okay? So what would be my base then? 4 and 8, so that's only 2, right? So 2 would be my base that I have to change both of them. 4 is 2 to the power of what? So again, I'm going to write it for you like this. So 4, 2x minus 4, right? So that's what I have on the left side. I'm going to change the 4 to what? 2 to the power of 2. 2 to the power of 2. Now, I'm going to do the same thing to that 8. So again, I'm going to write it like this. Now, 2 to the power of what gives me 8? 2 to the power of 3. So I'm going to erase this, and I'm going to write it as 2 to the power of 3. Are we okay with that? All right. Now, we learned that when I have a power to the power, what do I do? Multiply. So that means I have to multiply this by the 2 by the 2x minus 4, and I have to multiply the 3 by the 3x minus 2. So I'm going to keep my base, and it's going to be 2 times 2, which is 4x minus 4. Do you see that? What? What?
Is it okay?
Is it okay to?
To do the 2 bracket x minus 4 first.
Yep.
The first step, and then multiply afterwards.
Yes. Yes. But then make sure that your answer at the end is the same. Okay? So what they're saying is it okay to multiply the 2 in first, then multiply the 2 by whatever that is? Yes, it is. You're going to end up with the same answers. Okay? But then I want to make sure that you know you have to distribute. Okay? You have to distribute. Okay, so let's keep it like this for now. So I multiplied the 2 by the 2, and that gave me 4, and I still have the x minus 4. Are we okay with that? Now, I have to multiply that 3 by what? By 3x minus 2. The brackets are important. Are we okay with that? Now, since I have the same base on both sides, I can simply get rid of my base, okay, and make my exponents equal to each other. So that's going to be 4 times x minus 4 equal to 3 times 3x minus 2. Now I can expand, okay? Again, if you did it another way, that's fine. Sometimes like there's things that you can do in a different way, and then you're going to get the same answer, okay? So if you decide to distribute first, that's fine, right? If I'm distributing this, that's going to be 4x minus 16. And if I distribute this, it's going to be 9x minus 6. Are we okay with that? So at this point, you should have the same thing as me. When you get to this point, you should have 4x minus 16 equals to 9x minus 6, no matter which way you did it. Now, I have to bring the x's to one side, the numbers to the other side. So that's going to be negative 16 plus 6 equals to 9x minus 4. You decide to bring this over, doesn't matter, as long minus 4x. As long as you bring the x's to one side, the numbers to the other side. So it's going to be negative 10 equals to 5x then I'm going to divide by 5, so that's negative 10 over 5 equals to x. So x equals negative 2. How many of you got x equal negative 2? All right. I'm just going to have to rush the next one so I can give you time to do the quiz. Yeah. All right, so a cross-country skier forgets a mug of coffee and a muffin in a snowbank. Their temperatures in degrees Celsius after t minutes can be modeled by the formula T of the coffee is equal to 81 times 3 to the power of negative 2t, and T of the muffin is 27 times 3 to the power of negative 1. Determine when the coffee cools to the same temperature as the muffin. So the question is asking you to determine when. That means you're finding what?
The T.
T. So you're finding the time when both temperatures are equal to each other. So how do you set up this question? Since you want both temperature to be equal to each other. That's right. So you want the tea coffee to equal tea muffin. Right? Now tea of coffee is what? Tea of coffee is 81 times 3 minus 2t. Tea of muffin is what? Are we okay with that? Now, how can you simplify this? There's only one t. I'm looking for that t. How can I simplify this?
I have 27 times 3 over power negative 1 is 9, because it's 27 over 3.
Okay. Now, can we, instead of simplifying that way, can we write them all to the same base?
Yes.
Okay. So what I want to do here, to simplify, if I can, I want to write them all to the same base. What base do you think would be a good base? 3. Okay? So I can change 81. 81 is 3 to the power of what? So that's 3 to the power of 4 times 3 to the power of negative 2t equals to 3 to the power of 3 times 3 to the power of negative. Now again, there's multiple ways that you can solve for this. I'm just trying to show you like the way that I would do it, but there's multiple ways. You can do a different way and then get to the same answer. Now, I am multiplying and I have the same base. What do you do with the exponent?
Add them together.
Add them, right? So if you're multiplying with the same base, you add the exponent. You remember that from the lesson that we learned, right? So I'm the base and I'm going to add the exponent. So it's going to be 4 plus minus 2t, so that's going to be 4 minus 2t. Are we okay with that? How about on this side?
3 power 3.
Again, you're going to add the exponent, so it's going to be base 3 to the power of 3 minus 1. Okay? I'm multiplying, so I add the exponent. So I have 3, 4 minus 2t equals to 3 to the power of 2. Now does this look like a question that we've done before? Right? I have the same base. I can drop the base and make my exponents equal to each other. Right? So at this moment, because I only have one base for each side, I can drop the base now and make these equal to each other. Are we good with that?